In front of me, I have $1,001 bills. I went to my bank today and asked them if I can get 10 straps, each strap having $101 bills in them for 1,000 bills to look through. And as you guys know, we'll be looking for any star notes, fancy serial numbers, printing errors, or other bills that might be worth more than face value. Hey everyone, it's Rob Finds Treasure. Welcome back to my channel. As many of you know, I periodically do bill searches in hopes of finding a really fancy serial number like we have found in the past. And of course, we'll always take star notes that are worth more than face value as well. That being said, if you'd like a list of the things I look for, I have the websites listed down below in the video description so that you can check out what a cool serial number is, how to look up your star note, and then the value of other bills like bar notes or the duplicated B Series 2013 star notes that can fetch quite a bit. Now, all of these straps are teller straps. I can tell by how they're strapped. So I'm hoping they weren't cherry picked through by any savvy tellers. Typically, I like Federal Reserve straps, but we didn't have any of those at the bank today. Now, because there's 10 straps, instead of doing a time lapse and going through them one at a time and making this video drag out too long, I'm just going to hunt each strap off camera. And if I come across something while I'm hunting it that's worth showing, I'll bring in. Otherwise, I'll just do a strap wrap up at the end of each strap. I also want to point out that at the very end of the video, after I've collected all of the star notes to the side, we'll go ahead and bring up the star note lookup site to see if I have any rare ones. All right, let's get this hunt started. Wish me luck. 1,000 bills, 1,000 chances for something cool. Well, we hunted the first strap. No star notes, no true fancy serial numbers, but look at this one. 6-4 and then 6 zeros. You know, it's got 6 of a kind, so I'm definitely going to hold on to it. It's unfortunate, though, because had it started off with 6 zeros and ended in 6-4, it would be a low serial number and probably worth 25 to 50 bucks. I don't know what this one would fetch. It does have some creases and some folds, but it's still fancy enough that I'm going to hold on to it. Anyway, not a big dollar ticket here at all, but still kind of fancy. Fancy enough that I would definitely put it in my collection with 6 of a kind. I collect anything with 5 of a kind in a row, I should say, on any bill. So we'll pull that aside. Kind of cool. We'll move on to strap number 2, and I'll be back with the strap wrap-up of this one in just a second. Strap number 2 gave us our first star note of the hunt. This is going to be a 2013 K series. We'll put this to the side, and as you guys know, I'll check that for its rarity at the end. We also had a slight miscut bill. It's not miscut enough to fetch any real value, plus it's not in great shape. I do hold on to miscuts though, so I'll probably compare this to the ones I have in my collection to see if it's the worst one or if it's one of the better ones. I don't think it's going to be one of the better ones though, because anytime I see even a few millimeters of white on the right side or the left side or top or bottom, it tells me it wasn't cut enough to fetch any premium, but we'll have to take a look. In the meantime, let's move on to strap number 3. Strap number 3 was another tough strap, so I figured I'd take a second to show you some close calls, and I did end up finding 5 in a row lucky 7s. I always keep all the ones that are 5 in a row, whether it starts with 5 in a row or ends with 5 in a row or even 5 in the middle. I'm putting together sets of ones that begin with them, end with them, or have them inserted in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. It's crisp for the most part. It does have a slight fold in the middle, but it's in nice shape, so I'll keep it. We also got a 1995 bill, and of course, as you know, you do want to check your series 1988A, 1993, and 1995 for what's known as a web note. I do have web note information down below in the description, but because the printing plate is below 1 and not next to In God We Trust, we know it's not a web note. And then finally, almost a repeater, 2440, 2404. Had that 0 and 4 been switched, it would have been a repeater. Even in this condition, it would have fetched a few bucks, but it's in rough shape and it's not a repeater. 3 straps down, not a lot of finds. Will strap 4 change that for us? Nothing to report in strap 4. Of course, you guys probably noticed that ender, if you will, the top bill. And had that second or the first one, the second number in the serial number been a 4, I would have kept it because it would have been 4 pairs, 44115588. But in this condition and not fancy, not worth keeping at all. Again, we're struggling. Let's move on to strap 5. See if it can help us out. Just finished the 5th strap of this 10-strap hunt, and it has been tough so far, but I did get a where'sgeorge.com bill. Went ahead and entered the tracking information just for funsies, and then a 4 of a kind, not a 5 of a kind, but it looked kind of cool, so I just pulled it out to show it to you guys. We'll be sending it back, as well as the where'sgeorge.com bill. 5 straps down, only 1 star note, and typically I get 1 per strap average. We're way behind that. We do have a couple of fancies and a slight miscut bill, but that's it so far. Let's see if we can get some help from strap number 6 next. 6 straps done. No finds in that strap. Come on, strap 7. Well, strap number 7 helped us out quite a bit. It gave us a few more star notes, so now we have 3 star notes through 7 straps. They're both from 2013. One is an L series, but I'm mostly excited about this B series because it does fall within the duplicated print run of the duplicated star notes for that year, and I'll talk more about that when I look them up at the end of the video. That's a good find. A couple of star notes, we'll take it. We'll add them over to the board and move on to strap number 8 next. Strap number 8 gave us a couple of finds. One is another star note from 2017. It's a K series. And then, of course, another where'sgeorge.com, which I went ahead and entered into the website just for fun as well. 8 straps down, 4 star notes, nothing really fancy. Can strap 9 change that? Well, strap 9 was also a bust, so let's move on to the final strap of the hunt, see if we have any finds, and then check those star notes. Well, the 10th and final strap did give us our 5th star note, so only averaged 1 every 2 straps this hunt, which is definitely lighter than normal, and I have seen a decline in the number of star notes per strap I've been averaging over the last several hunts, and I think because most people are starting to pull them out and getting savvy to the fact that they have more than face value. We had an almoster, 9440, 9044. Man, that 0 needed to be at the end, and we would have had a nice repeater, but it's just a close call. Let me add the star note to the star note section, and now I'm going to go ahead and bring up the star note lookup site to see if we have any rare ones and do a recap of today's finds. All right, I've looked up all 5 star notes. We had 3 from 2013, 2 from 2017. All of them are part of larger print runs and total print runs, so all of them are not going to have any additional value other than about 2 to 3 times face seems to be the going rate on $1 star notes that are common. I'll get to this B series in a second. As a quick reminder, we did find a pretty fancy 64 and 60 note, a 5 of a kind, 5 in a row 7s, and then a slight miscut bill, which I'm going to hold on to. As far as the B series star note, like I said, they accidentally duplicated some print runs in 2013 for the New York notes in the B series. When I put my bill in here, it's a $1, 2013, my serial number. I had to choose the printing facility to see if it was Washington or Fort Worth. I know it's Fort Worth because it has the FW here on the plate. If it didn't have that FW, it would be printed in Washington. So I brought up the Fort Worth note, and it gives you some information down here. You can clearly see that they printed all of the bills in these runs, either from Washington or Fort Worth, for both Series 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Outside of this serial number, these serial numbers were not duplicated. What you want to do is find somebody who has the exact same note as you do, because if they have the other note like this and you get both of them, then you can make quite a bit of money on having the duplicated pair that is certified. Now, this is in tough shape, but it doesn't matter the condition. Because it was such a big error that was not caught till they were released, you definitely want to hold on to your B Series 2013 star notes within these ranges right here. I'll be checking my stuff to see if I have it. I highly doubt I have the duplicated one here. Most of the ones I find are from Fort Worth. I'm always on the lookout for the Washington series. Either way, it was still a pretty tough 10-strap hunt with only 5 star notes and a few nicer notes. So definitely it's getting tougher for me to find fancy serial numbers, but you got to look for them if you're going to find them. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this 10-strap bill hunt with me today. If you did, I'd appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.